On Tuesday, talks with Taeler Hendrix. She had on Vicky Guerrero this week, and in this clip, they are talking about Chris Benoit and the Dark Side of the Ring episode.
I was so enthralled and I was so emotionally affected by it that I actually messaged my parents and I was like, please, I know you guys don't like wrestling. I know you guys aren't really interested in it, but sit down and watch these 2 episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. It is going to explain so much about the lifestyle, the stories, the obstacles, the unforeseeable variables, and all these different things. And I was like, I think you guys would really understand exactly what I've been dealing with since I was 17 years old, so more than half of my life. And they sat down and watched it, and they were speechless. You know, there's so many people out there that watch wrestling and they think they know so much of what's going on, and they really have no idea. Even the people that want to think they're smart, or even some of the wrestlers that are in the business who like to perform for writers who want to give them 5 stars who've never even been in a ring, and they base their self-worth on whatever those writers say. Like there's just so much going on, and people like to think they're smart, but we get put in these situations and we never learn from people that came before us, really. And that's what I really got out of watching that and hearing you speak. You were so, I'm going to keep using this word because I think it's the best way to describe it. You were so candid. You were so honest and truthful, and it was heartfelt. And I would you be willing to talk about what it was like for you to actually do that docuseries?
Yeah, you know, my nephew, Chavo Guerrero Jr., called me and said, you know, we want to do this project to show the other side of Chris Benoit, because, of course, Eddie and Chris were very close. And there's a lot of dynamics between me, Nancy, Chris, and Eddie. We were always hanging out together. And everyone knows Chris Benoit as the murderer, you know, that killed his family and hung himself. But we knew Chris as a different person. I mean, Chris was this giant teddy bear that was very quiet. I mean, of course, it was just me and Chris and catering. You know, we would sit down and have a whole conversation with each other. Chris and Nancy were very important to me because when Eddie passed, Nancy stayed with me, you know, for, gosh, the whole 2 weeks and even longer than that, because she was the one who actually got me out of bed, which I talk about in the episode. Because I was just a mess, you know, when Eddie passed. Chris is, people don't know Chris on a personal basis. So this was really important for us to say, yes, he murdered his family, he hung himself. But without Chris's legacy and Nancy's legacy, and, you know, wrestling wouldn't be where it is today. And Nancy still isn't accepted into the WWE Hall of Fame, which I'm really angry about because she contributed. You know, we talked about this, you know, there's so many women that contributed to what the wrestling industry is today. And she was one of my mentors before I even knew her. I mean, I just loved her style. I loved her confidence and those evil eyes that she had. And getting to know her as one of my sisters and just loving her so much. And then now that how life just turns around and I was the manager, I had her so close in my heart because everything that she did, I was trying to make her proud. You know, so we wanted the fans to really see how beautiful all these people were and how important they were. And Chris was really heartbroken about Eddie passing. And we kind of saw little signs, but just some information. Back then, you know, in the 1986 is, you know, through 2004 when Eddie passed, you know, when he passed away, the guys were not allowed.
You know, I there's a lot to talk about from that, but she talks about, you know, Nancy belonging in the Hall of Fame and stuff. They'll never put her in because of all the Benoit talk that would come with that, you know, and the spotlight put on that.
Yeah, gosh, Eddie passed away in 2004. 16 years ago, bro. Is that what she said?
I thought it was 5 or 6.
Well, okay, but it was, she said 4.
Yeah.
It was around that.
But I think, yeah.
I'm not going to address around the Ross. I wanted to try to address something Beefus is saying here on Twitch, that he's sick and tired of these MMA people burying wrestling, this and that. You know, Beefus, let me tell you why I'm not tired of it. Because here's the problem, bro. This era of professional wrestling, these guys, bro, they take it so effing seriously. That's the problem, bro. If I'm an MMA fighter and I'm looking at these wrestlers today and how seriously they take wrestling, yeah, bro, it is a joke. It is a joke, and I am going to laugh at them. So I'm not sick of that, because I've been saying for years, bros, will you guys stop taking it so freaking seriously? It's supposed to be two guys in a ring working together to make the people believe the fight is real. That's what it's supposed to be, bro. So when it starts going to your head and you start thinking you're the real deal, yeah, bro, people in MMA are going to laugh at you. And they're going to say, yeah, bro, you want to see how real it is? Then step into our world and we'll show you how real it is. I think CM Punk got a little taste of how real MMA is compared to wrestling. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, anything to say on the clip?
In that whole story, poor Nancy, God, bro, it's like she's not even the victim. It's like she doesn't even, her and her son, rarely get talked about. You know what I mean, bro? And yes, she had a career in professional wrestling, way, way before she, she married, Benoit, whatever the case may be. She had a great character. She was great. A lot of people, took from her. A lot of people copied her. She was a great influence. And yeah, bro, I mean, not that the Hall of Fame matters. That shit doesn't matter. But I wish Nancy would be recognized as a great, great talent before her time.